This is the first video in Excel Chapter 7 in the Microsoft Excel 2013 Comprehensive Textbook. I'm on page 414 and I have just opened a blank Excel workbook, and now I'm moving to the top of page 415. Okay, we need to select rows 1 and 2. And we want a height of 28.5, and rather than drag, I'm just going to right click and choose row height and type 28.5, hit enter, and now I've got rows 1 and 2 the size that I want them. For row 3 I want 45.75, so I'll just right click and do the same thing. And then we're going to set column widths, and it looks like most of these are 14. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to column J. Select all of my columns over to column J, which looks like the last one. And I'm going to right click, and I'm going to set the column width equal to 14. And then I'm going to go change the ones that do not need to be 14. Let's make sure I click off so I don't change them all at the same time. So column A should be 9. And B and I should be 17, so B, and I'm going to control click on I and then right click and do column width, and I want 17. And let me see, C, D, E, F, G are all 14. H is 3. Let's right click on column H here and set the column width equal to 3. And I think that's everything. I think we've got them all set correctly now. So now we're going to enter titles, and in A1 I want to type clear pools, and go to A2 and type in sales analysis, and go to A3 and now I'm on number 3 at the bottom of page 415. Tap or click the page layout, and we want to go to the themes group, and for some reason these are not in alphabetical order, so let's try to find aspect in here somewhere. And I'm not finding it because I'm looking in the wrong place. Let's click on colors here. And most of these have color names, but they've got a handful down here at the bottom that have other names. And there is aspect down there, way down at the bottom. And now we want to select A1 and A2. And we want to go to our styles, cell styles. And here they are. Click on the More button, that little down arrow, and apply the title cell style, which is this. And we want to set that to size 24. And now I'm on number 5. We want to select from A1 to J1, and we're going to merge and center that. And we're going to do the same thing with row 2 down here. So select and do a merge and center. And now we are on page 416. We want to click the Select All button, which is right here. And we want everything in this worksheet to be bold, apparently. So we're going to click on bold. You could also do a Control B. And then we're going to deselect the worksheet by clicking on A1. Select A1 and A2, and we want to go to the fill color, which is our bucket, and we want to go to red accent 2, and then we want to go down to the lighter 60% one, which is this one right here. On number 9, we want to choose the borders, and we want a thick box border, which will give us a thick line all the way around A1 and A2, and then select A3, and I'm not sure why they want us to zoom here, but we'll go ahead and zoom in the lower right hand corner, and now we're at 130%. Okay, now we're at the bottom of page 416, and I want to select from A3 to J3, which is all of this stuff right here, which is where we're going to put our column headings. And I want to turn on wrap text, so if I type something long in there, it'll appear on 2 lines. And I also want everything to be centered, and I also want it to be heading 3, so go to our styles here and choose heading 3. And now we're going to type some column headings, and I'm going to pause the video while I do that, and you can pause the video while you type in yours. Okay, so I've got my column headings in row 3, and now we are on the top of page 417, and it says select B4. And then tap or click cell C4, or type A rather, okay. And then we're going to type 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to select the range from C4 to F4, which is these 3 columns right here. And we want to apply the comma style with 0 decimal places. So go up to your Home tab, and in the number group, click on the comma style and decrease the decimal places twice. Okay, now we're on the top of page 418. I want to select cell G4. And in G4, we're going to put a formula that says equals parenthesis, parenthesis D4 plus F4, parenthesis divided by parenthesis C4 plus E4, parenthesis, parenthesis minus 1. And hit enter. And we get 0.5 for that. And we want to reformat that as a percent. And we want 2 decimal places, so increase decimal twice up here. Select cell I4, and we want to put an if formula in there. So equals if, count if, $B, $4, B4, comma, B4, equals 1, comma, B4, comma. Okay. And then go to J4, and we got a big old long sum if function here. And I paused the video while I type that in. That's kind of a long formula, but so be careful when you type it in. When you type in a formula that long, it's real easy to make a mistake. So that's what we should get. And I'm just going to hit the enter key to enter that. And the number 6 should show up there if you've typed everything in correctly. And I want to format that with a comma and 0 decimal places. So I'll click on decrease decimal twice. Change the tab name to Clear Pools Sales. So go down here to the bottom, and you can either double click or you can right click and choose rename. And we want to call this Clear Pools Sales, and hit enter. And we want the tab color to be red, so right click, choose tab color, and let's do red from the standard colors row. And now we're at the top of page 419. And we want to do a save. And we want to go to computer. And do a save as, and for the name of it we want clear pools sales analysis template. And under save as type we want to choose an Excel template. And you can save that wherever you want to save it. I'm going to save it on my desktop. And click on save. And they want us to close out of Excel. And that's a good place to stop. So we'll end this video here and we'll pick up on page 421 with video number 2.